Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this new session of Quran recitation and translation. Today we are going to do 2.25 verses. I've got to balance things off. So we're going to do two verses which are pretty small, and then we'll do a third one, just the beginning of it. So 72, we start from there, Surah Al Baqarah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa iz qataltum nafsan faddaratum fiha wallahu mukhrijum ma kuntum taktumun. فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبُوهُ بِبَعْضِهَا كَذَلِكَ يُحْيِي اللَّهُ الْمَوْتَى وَيُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ ثُمَّ قَسَتْ قُلُوبُكُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ فَهِيَ كَالْحِجَارَةِ أَوْ أَشَدُّ قَسْوَةً صدق الله العظيم. Now let's go for the translation of it. The slaughtering of the cow part of it is gone. And you see, the name of the surah is Al Baqarah. If somebody doesn't know what kind of titles the surah carries and why does it carry the title that it carries, one might be led to believe that probably the surah is talking about cows. So it's all about cows. But you see, it's a very relatively less significant part of the surah. But that's how the Quranic surahs, they would take their names. They were not given these names by the Prophet, may Allah's mercy be on him, by the way. It were the names which people adopted on their own. Let's move on to the translation. Wise and recall when. You know wise. And when. And recall the time when. Qataltum. You killed. Nafsan. A man. A human. Faddaratum. Then you blamed each other. You shifted the blame on each other. Fiha, regarding it. That is, the blame as to who killed. Regarding the killed person, you started disputing over it. Blaming each other over it. Wallahu, and God, mukhrijun, was determined to bring out ma kuntum, what you were, taktumun, hiding, concealing. Faqulna, so we said, idribuhu, strike it. That is, strike the dead body of the person killed, bibadiha, with a part of it. Part of it. You know what it means? It refers to the cow. The cow that was slaughtered. Strike a part of that cow with a dead body of the person killed. Kazalika yuhyi Allahul mauta. Likewise, that's how. Kazalika, that is how. Thus does. Yuhyi Allahu. God gives life, al-mauta, to the dead. What do you mean? What does that mean? That's how God gives life to the dead, or God shall give life to the dead. What it means is that it's implied that as soon as they struck the dead body with a part of the slaughtered cow, the dead man came back to life. So that is how God gives life to the dead. وَيُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِهِ, and He shows to you, yurikum, He shows to you, yuri, He shows, kum, you, ayatihi, His signs, la'allakum, so that you, taqilun, use your intellect, you reason, you think properly. Okay. Right. The third verse. Thumma, then, qasat. Qasat means became hard. ثم قست قلوبكم, then your hearts became hard. They were hardened. Min ba'di zalika, after that. That is, you saw a dead man coming back to life by God's miracle, and you're still not pushed. You still were not impressed, influenced. Then your hearts got hardened. Min ba'di zalika, after that. Fahiya kal hijara. So they became, fahiya, so they, that is hearts, kal hijara. You know, ka is like. Kal hijara, like stones, like rocks. Aw, or, aw in Arabic is or of English. Aw, or, ashaddu, even more hard, qaswa, than stones. You know, they became very hard. Let's move on to the next attempt. Verse 72, Surah Al Baqarah, verse 72. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wise, and remember, recall the time when qataltum, you killed, nafsan, a soul, a human. Faddaratum, then you shifted blames on each other, started blaming each other. Fiha, regarding it. Wallahu, and God, mukhrijun, was determined to bring out. Ma, what kuntum, you, taktumun, were concealing, hiding. Faqulna, so we said, idribuhu, you strike it, that is the dead body, bibadiha, with a part of it, with a part of the slaughtered cow. And now, within brackets, and the man got up. And he got up and he said, you know what he said? He is my murderer, that man. So that's the purpose why God did it. So that the deceased person should get up and tell, that's my murderer, killer. Kazalika, likewise, that's how yuhyi Allahu, God will give life, al-mauta, to the dead. Vayurikum, and He shows to you ayatihi, His signs, la'allakum, so that you taqilun, use your intellect, use your understanding. Thumma, then qasat qulubukum, your hearts were hardened. Min ba'di zalika, after that, after this incident. Fahiya, so that they, that is the hearts, kal hijara, became like stones. Aw ashaddu qaswa, or even more harder than stones. Okay, let me recite these verses for you again. And this time round, your hearts will be softened and you will understand what I am reciting. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's start with Auzu. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa iz qataltum nafsan faddaratum fiha. Wallahu mukhrijum ma kuntum taktumun. فقلنا اضربوه ببعضها كذلك يحيي الله الموتى ويريكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة. صدق الله العظيم. I've got an idea. You know my WhatsApp number. When I recite it the second time, can I know what percent of the message of the text you understand when I am reciting? I'll be delighted. Even if you tell me it's 40%, I'll say, wow. And if somebody says 60%, my wow is going to be stronger, it's going to be louder. And if somebody would say 80%, oh my goodness, I would scream in excitement. But I'm sure you're understanding it and I would love to have your feedback on it. Until tomorrow, inshallah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.